At the 44th annual Easton Heritage Day, thousands crowded the banks of the Delaware River commemorating the United States Declaration of Independence.
A couple of years ago, GEDP was asked to take over the management of this event, and we were very excited to do so, especially myself, having worked on events for 20 years now. This is the first time I've ever been involved with a historical event. So I was really excited and a little nervous. We have such an appreciation for, where we've come from and how far we've come and all the progress that we made, despite progress that still needs to be made. We've made a lot of progress over the years, and it's hopefully just continues to get better and better.
Easton was one of 3 cities where the Declaration of Independence was read aloud back in 1776. And while it is unclear why this location was chosen for such an occasion, it is a piece of history that this city is extremely proud of.
I like to remind people that the country's history is for all of us. So it's like sitting down with your family and talking about your family history. This is sitting down with your American family, and let's talk about our history. Let's remember all the good, all the bad, and let's learn from it, so we don't repeat things too. So this is the kickoff. When you read the Declaration, that's our birth certificate.
In 1976, they started the tradition of reenacting that reading, and with the help of wonderful volunteers and dedicated community members, they've continued this tradition every year and brought in different kinds of representation from throughout military and throughout history, just to kind of take a step back in time and see how things were, how people dressed and how people, dealt with flax and linen and blacksmithing and tinsmithing. And you walk away learning something different every time.
It's actually the dedication of the actors and actresses portraying different historical figures that makes this event feel so authentic.
The majority of the guys out are reenactors. So they go to the events, they put their camps up, they have stage battles, they represent what the troops did on the field. You get to see their camp life off the field, and that's mostly for all the eras there. The stationary displays, a lot of guys just have a lot of weapons out and they tell a lot of stories, maybe from their own service, or like me, they're embracing one particular person, and then we portray that person's life. There's a passion behind it, because that's one of the comments I get a lot is the passion you have for it really draws people in. It's because they see that I've embraced it and I've become him. So with 58 books on my shelves at home about Grant, I'm constantly reviewing some. I'm constantly looking for other things too, because it's not so much just knowing the battles. Everybody knows dates and places, and I tell history students all the time, that's not really what history is. Those are the markers, but it's the stories of the people. So a lot of what I do is historical storytelling. And we talk about some time in the woods when one of my men fell off his horse because he went under a low branch, and how my oldest son, Frederick, was riding with us through the fight at Vicksburg, and things like that about what he encounters. So it makes it very, very human.
It's great to see everybody out here. And the Bachman players from the Bachman House are wonderful, portraying everyone. And it's just a fun day for everyone. And once the period artists and reenactors leave, they will leave at 6 o'clock this evening. And then the rest of the event will remain open until 9 o'clock tonight, with live music down on the other stage until 9 o'clock. And then the fireworks at 9:30 down on Larry Holmes Drive.
From Easton's Center Square, for the Service Electric Network, I'm Courtney DuPont.